Case is not going to happen as we're ready to get started with our pistol round here. Once again, SKUM versus Imperial. SKUM going to start things off on the CT side here of Mirage as the pistol pull-ups are as follows. Utility for Imperial, Jacob taking the smoke and the flashbang and a P250 on his hand. Meanwhile, SKUM, default pistols across the board, and SKUM, NK, he's going to have the smoke and the P2K and the defuse kit on his particular side of things. Muffin starts things off, takes down Boaster. It's going to be Duck spamming his way through the smoke, takes down Windansky. Reason also going to get Filler, seeing if he can trade it out. Jacob gets the 2 for 2, and the bomb should go down pretty quickly here. NK still holding close, trying to force the issue. It's going to be Connor that takes him out of the action, and Duck and Hawkins in a 2-on-3 situation now will start to set themselves up towards jungle and stairs. Still 3 players to find. Reasons down to 3.
Yeah, and Duck came all the way over towards slope to make sure he could. But he knew that player was low, right? So he came close range as the player from a further distance, I think that was Hawkins, sprayed over towards slope to provoke the player to get up. And as he did, Duck went in and just mowed him down with the last bullets in his USP. Quite impressive to see how just like small things like that, they make so much of a difference. And Imperial are really falling for those kind of traps right now, at least in this first map, or first round that we're looking at. So what are we seeing here? Filler. Take first.
Alright, well, I dropped for a second there, so it looks like we're coming back here. I'm not 100% sure. Are you still with me, mate?
I am.
Oh, dearie dear. Well, we'll try and reconnect back to the server, but this matchup still rolls on regardless. To apologise for that. Yep, we're going to get back into it, so rip stream for just 1 second. It seems like my internet is just not loving me in this particular case. 5 AKs out for Imperial. SKUM Gaming going to have the 4 UMPs and the M4 still brought up. NK is going to start things off nicely. 2-0 so far. Not surprising for the SKUM side. It will be Connor taking one. NK going to try and back with a double. And Connor actually takes a double back of his own, so it's a 3-on-3 situation. Filler will go aggressive, almost pays the price for it. But not going to be falling right there. Jacob goes down, and now we're down to a 1-on-3 situation as Hawkins takes down Connor. Reason now with the bomb in hand. Might get the backstab onto Filler. Yes, he does spot him out. Easy pick with the headshot, and now SKUM Gaming will rotate their way onto the site here. 2 players to find for Reason. He's slowly waiting for that cross right here. He's just holding out, looking for that first pick. I don't know if he spots out Hawkins. He actually will see him out right there with the wallbanger coming on. 40 seconds on the clock now. Back to a 1 versus 1 here.
This is where Reason really has to prioritize his positioning and quick on what he does. He does decide to go up into connector again. And SKUM, they've only got Muffin to rely on here, and he is so ice cold. He waits for that missile zone in the beginning of that spray, eventually gets a frag. It looked like that could have been it. But 3-0, and Imperial, with that round being lost, are going into another eco. It should be, at least. Should be a quasi, to be honest, looking at a 4th loss coming in after this.
Yeah, just the, well, of course the double force buy coming in from the, sorry, the early buy up coming from the Imperial side. We'll put them on the pistols here. Tech 9s, P250s, Deagles. No armor, no utility, not much other in the way of that. They're looking for a quick bomb plant. And to call it out, their M4s, AKs for the SKUM Gaming side. They should, I think they should clean this one up pretty quickly. It should just be the standard eco round unless SKUM managed, or unless Imperial managed to pull something out of the hat. Hawkins takes down the first. Jacob take down to little amount of HP. It will be NK to finish it off with the take damage from Filler. 3 versus 5 situation. Still favours the CT side. Hawkins will actually miss out on 1. Almost Windansky takes down 1, but not entirely going to find it. And SKUM just cleaning this one up 1 by 1 by 1. Leaving Reason alone in the 1 versus 5. Once again, to clutch things out. Bombs and CT control. Nothing he can do. Hawkins will shut him down. That is going to be the 4th round on the board for SKUM.
Do you see that chair on short?
Which one?
There's a share, like B-side short. There's a share for me. Is that a bug? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. The hell is this? Like
I think it's a graphical issue from your side of things. So. I have no idea.
It looks funny.
I can't see anything.
It looks funny like hell.
Well,
anyways, Sorry for that. Getting back into the groove in the game. 4-0 Imperial with a full investment not only on the AKs but the nades as well as the armory. So getting into this one, they're going to be playing very methodically, playing on SKUM's mistakes, if anything. But SKUM are very confident. They know how to stay on their positions, not make those mistakes, not commit to any stupid moves overall. Sorry for expressing myself that way, but it really feels like Imperial did when they came over in that overtime that we just saw in connector and took small peeks here and there. Even though they had the greatest of post-plan positions, they did go for more information than they needed. Looks like SKUM isn't really greedy on that right now. They know that the choke points that they can come from are here, and let's just hold them out. So some of them are spotted out. Really what Filler is doing here is coming back and forth to see if Monster is eventually going to be coming in. Smokes are going to be raining in towards that A side, and as they do, Hawkins and the gang are going to be forced to go for the rotate. No anti-rotation coming in from Reason this time. Hawkins will shut him down entirely. It's going to be Filler. NK working this one out perfectly together, I was about to say, but NK seemingly doing this just by himself. J Kemp and the gang going down instantly. Filler eventually jumps in and fills in. And funny because his name right. Boaster will be going down 5-0. But a very smart play coming in there by NK, jumping down into the side after going in for the first one. You'd expect him to jump down beneath Ticket or behind Ticket to stay away from any bullets, but he actually went all offensive, and I don't think Imperial at all was expecting that to happen.
Yeah, 1 minute 45. Smart playing coming in from the Imperial side. And now, a different strategy. They're going to take middle control. 3 players up towards that general area. Filler does peek out through the fire and the flames. Jacob will land the bullets. Headshots come through. SKUM Gaming lose control of this one. Imperial have it back. And now they will scramble to decide where they're going to go. Up towards short is going to be the play. NK still sitting on that top of that ticket booth. He's been very powerful from that position. The question is, do Imperial read it out this time? That is the question. They do not. In fact, it will be Connor that trades one. NK trades it right back onto Jacob. 4-on-3 situation, but they have control of the B site, so the bomb will go down. Muffin's going to be the first man into the site, seeing what you can find. They'll actually spot out with Dansky, sprays him down, can't connect it. Reason will take him out of the action. 2 versus 3 situation. Duck and NK thinking about where they want to go here. It will be Reason that peeks out, takes the second of the round for him. And now, not much that NK can do here. I think he's just going to have to try and back off, not even go ahead and bother for it. Both stuck Connor and Reason will set up a very nice after plant. So SKUM, they have their faith in NK apparently, and NK has faith in himself as he is going to go back for the retake. Connor shuts him down anyway. And first round on the board will go in for Imperial, but it was an expensive one at the very most.
And let's see your Imperial now reinvesting in whatever they had, and this is where that reset is going to be the death of them in this half, to be honest. SKUM, that's really all they had to focus on, and not utilizing an op in this round. I think that could be a clever decision also because of the fact that, well, coming up close is one of the things you haven't done so far. Let's try and do that, come in with the element of surprise, and that's exactly what they do. NK's got to go in for the first frag. Not a problem for him. It's going to be, was it Connor? Yeah, he went down. Connor, Kenny, all right. Jacob, however, with a good quick reply, will be replied back instantly by Hawkins, who, by the way, rushes out and gets upstairs. Down on a few shots there, eventually readdresses it and gets Boaster down to the ground. 2-on-4. And Imperial, the only thing you need here is those 2 frags, right? And that's what Dansky can do here if he goes in for the first one. He opens up a few possibilities here for them. Well, that's all. A few possibilities, and with a very big view. Wendansky, however, goes in for another one. 1-1. Flashbang's coming in perfectly, and it... Oh my god, look at how much time that buys them. Imperial's Wendansky left inside of CT, and he doesn't want to go out because of those flashbangs at all. They bought themselves the entirety of that round just by utilizing 1 flashbang. He was so in it. He was going to go out there and just thrash whoever was out there. But then he realized, oh, well, a flashbang. I can't go out. And he stayed there for the longest time, giving SKUM so much time to readdress whatever they had to.
6-1. Yeah. SKUM will reset the Imperial side. P2 50s Deagles out for the T's. And not much more other than that to go with it, as it will be, well, a little bit of utility at the very most, stacked up towards the site. Flashbang smokes will get out on towards site here. Tetris bounce up towards the stairs area, looking for that first pick. As Connor lands it through the blindness of the flashbang. And now the bomb will go down. Hawkins tapping away. Oh my god, he takes him down through the smoke, through the box. Good read. Muffin also gets reason. And now we're back to a 4-on-3 with CT's taking full control of the original map control that he lost. They deny the bomb plant a second time in a row. All on to the grenade in the firebox. Nothing Connor can do. And a 7th round on the board will go to the favour of the SKUM Gaming side.
God, I understand the fact that Imperial, they were down to a very low budget round. They were down to an eco. But the fact that they can't get that bomb planted, and they try like 3 times, that's enough. That's really enough. SKUM, they knew that was so important for them. They knew that if Imperial gets this plant, there's going to be no way in the... if we deny this plant, I'm sorry. If we deny this plant, there's going to be no way in the world they can invest in anything heavy in the next round. And look at how good that read is right now. Take a look at that. 3 pistols with 2 AK-47s. And that's all they can go off of. However, it seems to be working pretty magnificently at the beginning of this as Connor goes in for another entry in this round. Filler, though, goes out. And as Wendansky goes down, sorry. We're looking at a 4-on-4 situation, obviously. Imperial, reason, closer and closer towards CT's side, pushes out, will be going in for the first frag, tries to go in for the second, but Muffin won't be allowing him to as he goes down 3-on-3. AK-47 is working perfectly in their way for Imperial right now. Hawkins with 1 first, tries to go up on stairs, and we saw him do this earlier. Will he do it again is my question. It's a 2-on-1 player just in the back of him. Could have gone for the stab, to be honest, but decides to go with the AK-47. A 7-2 is what we're looking at.
Something I want to point out in that round is that SKUM Gaming have started to catch on to where Imperial like to play. They always like to play towards the furthest point in the site, on the A site. They like to play behind that connector box. So what often you see happening here, what we're going to start seeing now from here on out, if they do decide to hit the A site, is SKUM Gaming might try for those wall bangs because they know that it's reliable now. Yeah. They know that Imperial like to go for that site. So Imperial needs to start pulling off a little bit more in terms of their rounds. Yes, I know they're starting to get small rounds on the board here, but they need to start doing a little bit more if they want to try to take back this hub. It's going to be Hawkins, Jake, and Reason all trading 1-1-1-1, 2, 3 players for Imperial left against SKUM's 2. The CTs, however, are well and truly divided. Muffin going to peek on out and actually going to get the information out. Boasters running on through, takes him down with a headshot. And the bomb should be able to go down on the site here. NK, AWP in hand. I don't think he wants to go for this retake. It doesn't make any sense to go for this retake. Just run away and don't get yourself killed. Hold on to that for the next round, which, well, for him is going to be the all-in-all strategy. Imperial will take their 3rd. SKUM Gaming still sitting on 7-1 away from winning this half so far.
Yeah, and you're looking at these rounds and it's like, now finally Imperial are going with this diverse play that you were talking about, that it's a reliable spot to hit through the boxes on A now, Firebox for example. They don't commit to the same mistake. They don't do the same thing over and over again. They do go with a bit more variety this time. And I mean, just the fact that they plan on the B side is enough. Now, what this will do for SKUM, I think, is it will probably get harder for them to tell whether a fake is going on or not, because earlier we had a lot of fakes over towards the B side, at least a few flashbangs and smokes. Not only that, but on short you had a few players coming up even middle. Even if SKUM won those rounds, right? But now they actually went all in on the B side and they got allowed to get a plant, which in many's eyes, I'd say, shows a SKUM are now in a scenario, in a position where they can't really tell whether a fake is going to be coming down on whatever side Imperial decides to commit to seriously. They do go for that first frag. Hawkins got to be going down, decides to back off, pick up that bomb, and come in with a full team. If Muffin and the gang can hold them off. Wendansky's actually holding their backs pretty well here, knowing very well that SKUM's all their players shouldn't be on that A side. However, right now they are, and it's Muffin and Ninja to be spotted out. If anything, goes in for the first frag, but instantly replied by Boaster. Sure to frag in the boat, I was about to say, but frag in their pockets. Extra cash.
Bomb gets planted, nothing that NK can do in this particular situation. It's just going to have to be the save coming in once again for him, which kind of sucks, but he is going to do some serious damage to the Imperial side. Boaster goes falling. Corner and Wendansky now. Going to be the only 2 left alive, and 2 AK is going to be saved for this team. So in fact, they're still going to go hunting for it. There's one back towards CT, expecting him to go pushing back to try and pick up a frag, and there's one also holding out towards short. So assuming they don't move, NK should be fine in this particular position. But it looks like he might be pushing out. He's trying to swat out anybody from the Imperial side, ensure that nobody goes falling. So it will be a 4th round on the board for the Imperial side. NK saves the AWP twice in a row here, which honestly was the best he could have probably done. He does get spotted out in the end, but doesn't get taken down. So it will be the 7-4 scoreline. Famous SKUM's gaming skill still. The Imperial, well, they've done a decent amount of a decent job in keeping this one together, and they will buy back into this round. 5 AKs out. SKUM will also buy up with the 4 M4s, AWP, a couple of the fuse kits, and a little amount of utility on their side.
It's going to be Hawkins opening up with one, not only one, but a second, make that a third almost, has to reload. There's a lot of people inside of B apartments as well, and as they try to go for this push, Hawkins readdresses his entire positioning to get those frags as well. Goes in for a third of the round. Wendansky goes down to him, and a 2-on-5 is what we're looking at. Just insane play coming in from Hawkins at the very beginning of this round. And you're looking at how quickly he moves from one part of the map to the other to deal not only damage, but legit frags. And this is so exploitive of him. See if he can go in. He is going to do so as well. 4 frags, make that an ace. He is hungry for it. He definitely is. He goes all the way up the middle. Like, release, no one go for him. Well, Boaster is playing slowly though. He's gonna go up into B apartments any second here, I'm pretty sure, or at least at the very beginning of that. Well, actually, backs off all the way towards middle. All right, what am I saying? T-spawn. Jesus Christ. Alright, it's getting late, right?
Yeah, it's getting extremely late here.
Yeah.
All these
what time is it in the UK?
It is 11 o'clock here in the UK. I'm assuming that's 12 for you then, midnight?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be both to try and see what he can find here. Looking for a bomb plant, maybe to put some damage in the SKUM gaming side, but with the bomb in his hand, probably just best to get the extra economy, and in this case it will be denied. I mean, a 1 versus 5, could you really have done anything? In that case, it was just SKUM picking apart everyone. Sorry, I say SKUM, I really should say Hawkins picking apart the entire team, just one by one. And it just fell apart so quickly for Imperial, nothing they could have done. And now it will be a bit of a quasi coming out on their force buy. AWP, AKs, Tech 9 for Jacob. With the utility that comes up at the very least, so they might be able to set up an execution, which on the A side, you know, this one worked out pretty decently for them a couple of times, so we'll see if they can hold it back together. SKUM Gaming holding their standard angles, holding out connector, holding out short and middle. One back towards the back of the site on the CT side and the CT stairs. NK has that AWP position so well. Picks up Boaster, starts things off fantastic for his side. It will be Duck spraying on through, but isn't going to find anything. I think, you know, there's one in Palace. Huge damage onto Connor. Isn't going to be able to find the kill. And now it's partly of a triple stack. The bomb will go down. Jacob on the plant on that one. 5-on-4. A good retake can come in from the SKUM Gaming side as they will start things off nicely. Filler takes down Wendansky. And now Duck and Co start to move on towards the site. NK is moving on towards the site here, as it will be, well, Imperial just holding on to as much utility as they can. Filler able to get one. Hawkins gets Jacob. And there's nothing that Reason can do, trying to set up a backstab, all for the fruition of none. He will be able to take down Duck, but NK trades him out to bring a 9th round to the SKUM Gaming side.
My question here is, what would have happened if you let Reason go a bit earlier towards middle? Because he could have literally screwed them over so bad right there. Anyways, 9-4 is what we're looking at. And Imperial, they're forced to go with... yeah, they're going to go with the Armory, obviously. They do invest in this round, and I do... They're not going to go too heavy in terms of money, right? Because they know they'll need it in the next upcoming round, knowing very well that that's the last also. So, this investment is just enough for them to at least be accomplishable of a win, which not out of the way, not out of the picture, but SKUM are really strong with their hold. Honor opening up with the first one. Hawkins, a stronger play that we've seen before, going in for his 22nd, I think that is, of the round. 23rd, actually, to be correct. Boaster goes down. Gonna be Wendansky finally taking him down. Filler with the AK-47. Lots of player out inside of Palace. He's super low. Apartment's part of it for that. NK with a double frag, make that a third, and it would be perfect for them. They need to go in for that defuse any second now. Smoke's got to be coming down. Perfect Molotov to match out the player, and he sprays through the smoke. He's allowed to get the player defusing, and this is so huge for him. Filler with the AK-47 has to get him.
No way.
Jacob takes it home. Oh my god, 9-4 Imperial. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. That's... Well, I mean, 10-5. It's not out of the picture for SKUM. They do have the money to do it, but then again, 9-6 is not out of the picture at all after that round, because now Imperial has not only, because they had like a very limited budget before this, right? But now thanks to the fact that they won that round, they can buy those extra nades that they need. Molotov's gonna be coming through. BL/window. It's gonna be Hawkins going in for a third. Jesus Christ! First and a second. Jacob and Windansky going down. Connor with a quick reply with that op. It's not going to be enough, though, as they've got NK to rely on in middle. Connor's going to be going down 2-on-4. I don't want to count Imperial out, though. Reason has quite good position to work with. He has that bomb as well. If he wants to go away, he can sneak all the way over there. However, the thing here is, if SKUM is allowed to go all the way over to connector, yeah, he's going to spot the player out. He doesn't commit to that very kind of play. Reason stays too long on short and doubts the fact that he's got to be able to come out alive from window, and that is giving it away so much. Now SKUM knows, and it's Bosher left alone. He shouldn't be. No one should be aware of his position at this stage. But at 1-4, I mean, there's definitely a possibility for him to go in for 1 or 2 here. But that bomb is on the other side of the map. He's slowly moving there though. Time is ticking. There's not much pressure on him either, but eventually that's gonna come as well. Comes out middle to see if there's anyone there. Those shots are really scaring him. He's not very sure of where he wants to peek. With 25 seconds remaining, he's gonna go for it. Misses out on that jump, and it even... Oh my god, he's second time as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do that. There was a few possibilities here and there for him, but with this little time, he's gonna be forced to go for an instant plant. And he doesn't know that the player is still on A. There's still that one player on A. Oh my god, he drops everything. He knows it's over. Why does he do that?
Just think he didn't have enough time to plant the bomb, so
Yeah,
what was the point in life?
I mean, HLTV stats? No, this isn't even on HLTV, is it?
Nope.
Ah, well, then I don't even know. Most people would do that anyways.
10-5 now. SKUM, nice advantage. 5 rounds on their favour. So all in all, a successful CT side. Imperial, well, I guess you can judge on the basis of their own T side how well they do, because I mean, honestly, the map balance and the map balance for Mirage has been thrown for a bit of a loop lately at this particular level of Counter-Strike. You kind of see a lot of teams where you expect them, like, okay, well they got CT sides, so that's great. They're going to be having a very easy matchup for the start things off. But then all of a sudden, the T side comes back and it's like, oh well, no, you're not going to have a very easy matchup whatsoever. So for Imperial in this case, it just wasn't the case that their T side was very, very good. Now I'm going to be keeping my eye on SKUM's T side because, well, this could fit this whole thing in for a whole loop in the case of SKUM not being able to land as many rounds as they probably should do, or being able to close this one out successfully. Then we could be seeing another another endpoint versus CEX situation, and I'm not going to lie.
Let's hope not.
I don't want to see that again. I am extremely tired. I need bed, and I think we all need bed at this point here at UKGT. This has been a very long night full of technical issues and overtimes and, well, just generally emotional, draining situations at this point. So the Imperial on their CT side, their buy-up is going to look like so. 4 armors kind of come out. Boaster with 2 flashbangs and the defuse kit on him. SKUM also going to be going in with a utility-based fight, although actually the 2 raid bosses actually is going to be the main focal point of this one. A CZ and a Tech-9 on Hawkins and Filler each. NK and Muffin have got themselves the smokes, and rather than going for an A execution, they're going to go try and hit the B site. So this is definitely an interesting round here. We often see times they actually go for the A execution because there's a lot more places to cover, and in this case it actually locks out a lot more of the site. So it will be in towards the site. 2 kills come in for the SKUM Gaming side. Boaster able to get Muffin back, but bomb does go down successfully. A backstab being set up by Connor. a lot of work for the Imperials had to do if they want to try and bring this one back. So SKUM Gaming in the perfect chance to shut this one down. It will be Filler that peeks out, spots out the first. Can't see if he can spot out the second. It will be Boaster moving on through. There's going to be Connor getting one. Duck trades it back to Boaster. 2-on-3 situation, and they're just spotting out as many as they can. It will be Duck tapping away with the Glock. Can't land it. Will land the headshot eventually, and that leaves Connor alone in a 1 versus 3. I just saw something flash before my eyes, which would be incredible if he managed to pull it off, but not going to happen. No headshots. Not today. SKUM 11-5. We'll take the pistol.
Yeah. 11-5, and it's looking more and more like SKUM are just on their way to take this one home. However, Imperial are on this force buy, and I don't want to underestimate the power of those pistols. Let's see here. 5-7 coming in. AG lands pretty perfectly if anyone was standing on that side of Van. Luckily, Jacob doesn't take any damage whatsoever from that. Tries to go in offensively, actually. Takes that step by step. And, did you see that? Filler was like, yo, shut up. Why are you spraying? What if he pushes? And they do expect that. Jacob is going to go in for the first kill, though. 10 HP remaining. Decides to back off. And they're not allowed to... They're not allowed to catch him at all. Which, to me, seems a little bit absurd. However, they've got Hawkins to rely on. A player that they've relied on not only throughout this second half, but the first half. Also, it's going to be Duck going in for another one on the other side of the map. 2 HP remaining on Hawkins after going in for the frag on Boaster. And it's a 2-on-3 situation in which I want to say SKUM Gaming has another round. But there's still enough. Yeah, and there you have it. Connor going in for another frag on SKUM. That's a scout. And if he spots out Hawkins, that's just one bullet away. AG's raining through. Filler? Yeah, it's Filler. Jesus. Saying if he can get that bomb anyhow. Reason with a frag on SKUM, not too big of a problem. Spots one of the players out. That's going to be Connor, who was already exposing himself through that nade, I suppose. And that's why Filler was expecting him to stand in that very position. Goes all the way over towards the B site. Does have a flashbang, so I mean, buying a lot of time with that as soon as he spots a player out would be the best thing to do. But he's gonna play it slowly. He's backing off over towards sofa / forest, and just patiently waiting at this stage. Reason is methodically working his way in towards that site, trying to spot where the bomb's planted to see if he can out his pain a little bit by going through any alternatives here. And it's going to be Kitchen, one of them. Definitely Filler is playing this so safely. He's just staying on that very position for the longest amount of time. Eventually takes it home, and it's got to be Reason going down. Filler with a win on that one, and he clutches it out perfectly for his team. 12-5 is what we're looking at. Imperial losing a first round right like that. It's not going to be easy for them. Definitely not.
Imperial will be forced, speaking of forces, but be forced back to just basic pistols for this next round. So not really much they can do here. Probably just try and stack a site, which by the looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing over towards B. 3 players, one over towards middle and one over towards A. So all in all, not the best stack we would have actually seen out of this CT side, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. They're going to be able to roll their way on towards the site and just shut down everybody. That round took 21 seconds. And that's all that SKUM are going to be able to need to get themselves in a good position for this next rifle round. So Imperial will buy up 5 M4s in total. No AWPs out early. No money saved on their side. SKUM also going to be getting out. Well, the 4 AKs and the MAC-10 still on NK. He's proven himself to be extremely deadly with that sometimes. You know, if he can show up with it. We saw it come out a little bit at Epic Land. But if you can bring that out again today, then I think that SKUM Gaming should have no problem in taking their 14th, forcing Imperial back to another eco and then up to match point again. But for the time being, Windansky will start things off, taking down Hawkins to pick up the first frag to the favour of Imperial. So SKUM, well, now they'll be suppressed for a little bit longer here.
Filler patiently waiting for anyone to come up. CPL, and this is really it for like SKUM. If anything, they need to get that frag. Oh, and Muffin spots one out. He's got to be shot by him. Down to 25 HP. Gets that bomb, luckily, before the player gets there in time. Duck with a good entry on towards that A site, but it's got to be enough. It's only that equalizer that they needed. However, they need to take that one-man advantage if they want to see themselves have a chance in this game, and it's going to be Jacob to block off any opportunity of that happening. Connor as well, working it out perfectly together with the rest of the team. However, he goes in for another one, and as that happens, Muffin silences Connor from doing any more damage. However, Windansky takes him out. 13-6. Imperial looking to find a way back, but let's see if they really can. It's gonna be a Mac 10 drop to NK. The rest of the team seemingly going with the AK-47s, I want to say, but Muffin does not get that drop. He's got a... Oh, yeah, actually does. 13-6.
The same setup from SKUM once again here. The 4 AKs, the Mac 10 coming out from NK. And Imperial, well, they'll be on a bit of a weird buy coming in here. UMP from us and the M4's out. So the money's still not looking great for them, of course, at the end of that round in particular. In fact, by the end of that round, they'd still lost 3 of their players. So definitely out of the money in terms of their own buy-ups. Now, it will be Imperial getting attacked on the B site. Windansky is going to start trading 2 for 2 as Muffin and Filler get 2 back as well. But now the bomb will go down on the site here. Short has been covered off by the CT side. And I'll be looking to try and close this one out. Try and bring themselves back. Another bomb defusal here. And NK is going to be able to get Connor Windansky. He's still on a triple kill. He's on a bit of a spree right now. See if he can tap his way on towards the site. Reason's also coming in from the apartments area. This could be very interesting, a double hit coming in from both sides because, well, Muffin's exposed from this angle. He's going to get taken down. Duck's being able to get Windansky and spray onto Reason as well. Imperial now will be reset for this next round. Yeah. And that's tragic for them because right now SKUM Gaming are on the cusp of taking the match point here, taking the second round in the series. And that'll be 2 for 2 in their case here on Mirage. It will be the 5-7s coming out from Imperial. They're going to force buy. All banking on this next round. And they're going to go for another 3-man stack on the B site. One aggressive over towards Long. And it almost catches Hawkins off guard, but he does quick to react in time. Sprays him down, takes him out of the action. And now SKUM will start to make their way over to the necessary parts of the map. 2 towards middle. 3 stacked in towards the apartments area. Duck's going to get both though. Windansky, Jacob and Reason left alone. And Jacob's going to be able to pick up 2 with a 5-7. NK and Hawkins, they actually managed to fall. It's going to be a backstab coming in from Reason. Gets taken down. Windansky still trades those to Imperial. They're still putting in a decent fight in this round. They've been able to get themselves an AK. They could get more if one wants to go scavenging, but in the case of Jacob, it's quite risky with 30 HP. It looks like he's going to stick with that 5-7 and Molotov. 1 minute to go now. SKUM Gaming looking to set themselves up for the A site. And if Windansky goes down here, then this could be a round that Imperial would have thrown away. The comeback round all gone to waste as they will set themselves up for an A hit.
Duck and Filler, both of them are going to be going in towards apartments. However, that one player, Windansky, is going to be spotted out. Duck makes it out alive, 48 HP remaining, but still crucial damage dealt. And that's really what you got to take into consideration here. If that could easily be that free kill for whoever plays that 5-7. I think that is Jake and Wright, 17 HP remaining. It's going to be Dansky down to... Oh, he survives that with 91 HP. That's quite a shock to me. Anyways, 20 seconds remaining. And Duck has all that time pressured on his shoulders. He's got to be going down 14-7. And now Imperial all of a sudden are just 7 rounds away.
Wow. That one came back pretty quickly, I'm not going to lie. SKUM Gaming, a couple of different mistakes. And Imperial putting some serious damage on the board with their pistol force up. They put a lot into that round. They needed that one coming back to them, and it did so. They will force SKUM back to another force of their own. There's going to be the Scouts and Deagles and P250s and Tech 9s and the 1Digs coming in from Hawkins. Shuts down Jacob immediately.
Do you see the chat?
I do not see the chat on my side, no, for the stream.
Why, what did he instantly say? He just instantly said chicken nuggets.
Lovely stuff from
the second
Jacob.
He died.
The lovely stuff from Jacob there. And now Imperial will kind of retreat, actually. They're going to hold out and wait for a push to come in from SKUM. They realise that at the end of the day, they are on the back foot here. Reason going to be able to trade things out, taking NK down. And now back to a 4-on-4 situation. Connor going to turn things back to the Imperial favour as Duck goes falling. It's a 3-on-4 situation that does favour the CT side.
That equalizer is really everything they need here to get into that B side, but it's got to be Windansky holding it off like a god, making sure Hawkins isn't allowed to do much. And what you got in this scenario is really just SKUM Gaming looking to find frags here and there, and they're going to be going out there eventually because if they do save, there's no economical advantage to that. There's no economical benefit, right? So either go for the plan, right? That's what their main goal here is, or just fall out to die. Because saving, there's no point in saving this. Definitely not whatsoever. Even that's a scout, I get that, but like they could have so much better equipment in the next upcoming rounds if they do die. So I get this. Windansky's gonna go in for the last frags there, and it's much given to him. 14-8, however, and Imperial are gonna be facing yet again a SKUM Gaming with, and actually, as I say, I take that back. To be honest, looking at their money situation, I didn't realize they were so reset. Oh shit, that was only, oh, pardon me for the language, by the way. That was actually the second round. I thought that was a third. Anyways, so coming into this, they could definitely have used a save there. I'm not sure why they went for it. At first, I was unsure.
SKUM will try to execute onto the A site, rushing on through. It should just be a basic cleanup coming in for the Imperial side. The bomb actually does go down, so SKUM will achieve what they wanted to get out of it, and Filler now just left to do as much damage as he can. And Imperial will just pick up the pieces, in particular Jacob with the frag grenade shuts him down. So SKUM actually with a decent eco, actually straight out of the gate, just doing exactly what they intended to do and get themselves down a great bomb plant with the extra economy for the next round. So looking at the things next, it will be a 3-round loss bonus and then some going into this next round, with the AKs coming out, the full sets of utility. And SKUM looking poised, well, maybe to take the fight back to the Imperial side. So, it's not looking bad from the teams here, as they will disperse once again and look to set themselves up towards a particular site. 2 players setting some smokes and utility out towards the middle area. You can see going into Sniper Nest and Connector. Good play from SKUM, make them think they've got supreme presence over towards the middle side, which they don't, and set themselves up for an execution on the A.
Let's see here. SKUM are utilizing so much over towards that A site. Connor. I'm losing his name. Connor will be staying on his position to make sure he's safe, and it works perfectly in his favor. Reason and him just taking them out one by one. And look at that. Oh, he even puts owned in the chat. Holy what? Is that UKCS at its finest? That BM,
I don't know what they're saying right now. I could not tell you. But chances are it's going to be typical UK BMing in its finest form.
Probably.
So Imperial clean things up. 10 rounds on the board for them. So far, actually, they're coming back into their own. So this could actually really have a good chance of being an extremely close matchup once again. So a pause is going to come out. I'm assuming that's coming in from SKUM Gaming. And someone at this point, I mean, they kind of need to do that, because losing that many rounds in a row, you haven't seen a good round out of them in about 4. So in this next one, if they lose this next one, which judging from the money and the buy-up that could come in, or the buy-up that should come in from SKUM Gaming, it should be, well, an eco round coming out from them.
I love how Blanks goes in the chat and he says, "This will be known as a night that refuses to end." Right. This will be known as that night. I put that on my Twitter for sure. Follow me up, by the way. Hit me up at Ball to the King. Putting it out there now that I could. Right, I had to. 14-10. And by the way, follow my good friend up here. Put us up on the screen, by the way.
You want to promote the Twitters right now?
Yeah, do it now. Yeah. Anyways, like it's paused. Right. Do it now.
There it is, at Switch Jamie, at Volte the King.
Easy Neistat, if you don't know.
And Weird Al Yankovic, in case you don't know.
I love this. I love this stream. This stream has been really good today. We've had fun, which is important, right?
Yeah.
Having fun is all about, you know. But let's get back into this. We're gonna unpause. Jacob's ready, and a lot of BMing in the chat. I'm happy you guys cannot see that, because it's quite heavy language, to be honest. I don't see that too often.
That's just typical UK scene. Don't worry about it. It's
Probably
good.
is.
Unless it's Smoothia, it's typical UK scene. So don't worry about it. There will be the Deagles and Tech Nines coming out for SKUM Gaming as they look to take what should be the long-range fights. But, well, I mean, they're not getting themselves up towards top of middle at least, and there will be Hawkins holding down towards the middle of middle. The middle of middle, haha. Windansky going to take him down before he can do any particular damage, however, as Muffin's also going to get challenging on towards the ramp area. Connor shuts him down, and well, once again, this should just be a round that Imperial should have no problems winning here. There is, of course, the Kevlar force buy coming in from some of the SKUM Gaming members. But, well, I mean, there's not much in comparison to the rest of the rifles they've got on the board. The AWP, the AKs, the M4s, and it should just be Connor picking up kills as simple as that. Duck goes falling, and NK and Filler going to be the last two alive here for the Scum side. Hell up towards middle, bombs drop towards CT, and if Connor wants to go aggressive, he can find it over on. He can find the bomb over towards the T side, T spawn. And so far, Scum Gaming just taking this extremely slowly here. I mean, they're just looking for anything they can find in this round, which, well, right now shouldn't be a whole lot, so they got to act quick because they want to get their money on the board, and it will. Being Windansky that spots out the first, tagged under 15 HP and 24 HP respectively. And Scum Gaming have 30 seconds to kind of close out this round here in some sort of manner or fashion. And then we'll just once again slow play. NK will actually be able to get himself the M4, so that's actually not that bad. 15 seconds on the clock. Bomb's not in hands. They can't win this round. Statistically, they cannot win this round at all. And it will just be up to the Imperial side to see what they can find, as it will be Jacob finishing things off against NK to bring Imperial their 11th round here. Scum Gaming up for a buyback and a chance to close this one out here.
And this is where everything's gonna happen, really. If Scum wins this round, they're not only forcing their enemies down to a low, I was about to say, but no, Imperial has banked up like crazy when I look at the stats. Holy, I don't even know. 11K on Jacob, 10K on Boaster, and the rest of the gang obviously on a lower economical situation, but drops are there, and if Imperial needs it, they'll take it any day of that week. So, Scum right here, they need to win these two rounds pretty much consecutively. Gonna be Imperial here, going in for a first frags. It's not gonna be a problem. Look at that perfect plays coming in from short. We Boaster to pick up not only two, actually, yeah, only two. Jacob with the third right there for the team. Fourth coming in from Windansky as he goes down. Boaster still on short, and you've got Duck falling down into ban. Spots a first player out, goes in for it. Did he make this a 1-on-4 clutch is my question. He does have a few nades to work with as well. I'd rather see him go for a save here if anything goes wrong. Misses out on that second spray. Tries to make that a third. Misses out entirely and buys so much time for reason. Coming from behind. Look at that. Scum Gaming still allowed to buy though, and that's really what's important here. But it's when they win that round, they cannot afford to be reset right. That's what I'm thinking, because if as soon as Imperial wins the next round after they win, or after Scum loses one, it's GG pretty much. It's Imperial's win. Or Imperial's overtime at least. So Scum really needs to get these two consecutive rounds going, and they need to survive with a lot of. They need to come in with a lot of power. Like they need to save a lot of weapons as well, because money's everything here. And even if they do win, it doesn't guarantee that they're gonna be having the plant. It doesn't guarantee anything for them. They need to make sure they save a lot of weapons for that consecutive round that I'm talking about. If they do win around here. So,
here comes the utility, I do believe, from the Scum Gaming side. Getting ready to execute on through, and Imperial will already be able to get a counter Molotov out from the palace area. So they got themselves covered. Here come the flashbangs. Here come the smokes. It's going to be Scum Gaming up for once again another A site push. They're going to hit this one pretty hard and fast. A minute to go now. It will be actually 2 kills that come in for the Imperial side. Fiddler's able to trade, but Jacob trades right back. Jacob falls to Duck. A 3 versus 2. Duck's looking for whatever he can. He actually manages to land the flick spray onto Reason. It's back to a 2 versus 2. The bomb will go down. Windansky and Boaster. Oh my god. Through the box. Does Windansky take down Duck, and now it's all on NK. 35 seconds. Where's he going? He hasn't got time to rotate. He'll have to run all the way around. This is going to be such a tight plant, and I think they're going to have the information for it as well.
No, he's not. Oh,
this is going to be ridiculous. I don't think he can do this. Can he do this?
Yeah, he can. He can.
This is going to be really tight, I do think, because I think Windansky's also going to be able to hear him out, and he'll hear the footsteps already. You can hear it.
He has a smoke. No,
he doesn't have any utility, and now it's going to be 10 seconds on the bomb, on the plant. Here we go. Yeah, it's going to be Windansky that takes him down. So NK, rather than not sticking it with the A site, is going to go around to B and throw Scums round away. And now we're down to, what's this? 4, 2, 4, 6, 7 rounds in a row for Imperial now. Scum Gaming absolutely getting wrecked in this second half. Or at least for this second few rounds, second half of this half. Deagles, Tech9's out. 40 side now as Imperial will set themselves up once again to deal with the defensive on the offensive of the Scum Gaming side.
Utility's going to be coming over here any second, I'm pretty sure. Filler. The gang. Oh, well, I mean, they're down to bottom scrape, whatever. I don't know. Even like this is the worst case scenario for them. Smokes are going to be coming over, and it's Filler to come up with the deagle together with Hawkins, if anything, to settle this situation all in all. And if they win this round, as I mentioned, they need to go for the consecutive ones. And look at that, Connor just shuts them down. Incredibly huge play coming in from him right there. Reason with 2 more frags. That's, again, they're just lining it up for them. It's not like we're not even supposed to scream Connor in that scenario. We should just scream, yo, what the heck are SKUM doing? What are they doing? They're just rushing out like crazy. They're not even thinking.
Well, sadly, they did not check the right corners of the Imperial side. Now the AWPs will be out in force for SKUM Gaming this time. Not something that Duck's been too keen on using, but now he will be forced to, because they need to pull something out of the hat here. They need to find a round, else Imperial may just shut them down. They may take what would be the greatest comeback of the night.
Yeah.
Right here, the 4 defuse kits out from Imperial. AWP for Jacob. 4 M4s. Limited amount of utility, actually. Connor's not going to have any of that. With Nansky and Jacob will have his full set at least. Reason and Boaster not going to have the best in the world. But so far they're using it pretty wisely here now. SKUM Gaming setting themselves up to hit up towards the B site. I think Duck actually did have a quick pop shot at Boaster. I don't think it was successful because... well, there's no tag damage, not even any frag damage coming on through, so the smokes will start to hit the site. As SKUM Gaming look to try and make this what could possibly be the last push here. They have a little bit of money in the bank, but not enough to formulate a buy in the next round if they do end up falling here. Jacob starts things off, takes down Duck, Muffin trades, first kill, second kill goes in the favour of Boaster. Hawkins trades him back out, 2 for 2, 3 on 3, but lower man's a HP on Hawkins is going to cause him a lot of hindrance, especially if he goes too far back. And when Dansky takes him down, he takes down Filler instead. Now Hawkins has to come up, Pig takes the kill, 2k for him, and 2 more to find over towards the market. Reason takes down Hawkins, leaves it up to NK, the star player, the accused player, the only player that can keep it together for SKUM Gaming. Mass amounts of damage, but they're going to stick the defuse. Will NK find it? No, he won't. It's going to be the defuse that comes in for the Imperial side. And NK, so close, but no cigar, comes through with nothing, and SKUM Gaming down to 14 to 15. Imperial on match point at the very least. They secured overtime. And SKUM Gaming, now this is going to be your last chance with the bomb plant. Can they make it work?
Let's see if they can. Please, if they can. I'm doing some writing here to see if or to just note down one of the things that I really liked about that earlier round with Imperial style of play, and we could take that right after this round. Imperial seeming to take this one home right now, getting those first 2 frags, and I'm looking at Jacob who just barely misses out on that shot. Duck gonna be going down as well. Muffin together with him, left alone as NK and a 105, and he is spotted out. Oh, Duck, what am I saying? NK, yeah. Gonna be a reason to go for the frag. 16 or 14.